Welcome to another episode
Wait.
of Tiger.
We're in the wrong spot.
Alright.
Welcome to another episode of Tiger Cub News, or another episode of me selling.
For sure. I mean, you guys saw that last week, right, guys?
Hold your horses. Let's spin the wheel again.
Where'd Caden go?
Where'd Kian go?
Howdy, y'all.
What intonation am I wearing?
Anyways, let's start this episode off with ASB announcements with Willow and Taylin.
Welcome to ASB Announcements with Taylin and Willow. Let's creep it real, you guys, and start off with some exciting news. We have no school on October 30th. Let me put my spookticles on and share some more.
Actually, Taylin, that's my job. Starting on November 1st, we have our annual canned food drive. Please bring canned foods to your homerooms if possible. It is open until the 16th, and the homeroom with the most cans will receive a prize.
Willow, you're forgetting the most important thing.
Taylin, I swear, if you say more...
It's almost Halloween!
Oh yeah, for a minute I thought you were gonna say more puns.
I mean, you never know.
Anyways, for Halloween, make sure to follow the school's guidelines, and I can't wait to see you all in your costumes.
After all, it is the most wonderful time of year.
Taylin, we talked about this.
What, you're getting a little deja vu?
Again, I'm Willow.
And I'm Taylin. See you next time, Tiger Cubs.
The canned food drive sounds canny.
Ha ha ha, Caden. You're horrible at making jokes.
Bro can't be talking. People laugh out of boredom because of her jokes.
Whatever, Kian.
Anyways, let's get ready for sports.
We won our first playoff game of 7th grade volleyball.
She got the winning serve. I got the serves before that, which is like 7 of them in a row. And overall, I think we did really good.
Good job, Tiger Cubs.
Oh, God.
That was some good games.
Now let's move on to Sugar Schools with Starla and Finley.
Okay, so here we are making sugar skulls, which is a cool tradition from the holiday, the Day of the Dead, which people decorate skulls made out of sugar and eggs. As you can see here, there's like sequins and like frosting on it.
Soy la maestra León y estamos en mi clase. Estamos haciendo una actividad para celebrar el Día de los Muertos. El Día de los Muertos es una celebración en México y otros países de Latinoamérica donde recordamos a nuestros seres queridos que han fallecido. Es una oportunidad para las familias para juntarse, para celebrar y recordar las etapas de la vida y celebrar la muerte.
That is tasty.
They're not for eating.
I don't think he knows that.
Huh. What did y'all say? Well, I'm sorry. I look too good right now.
Now I'm just confused.
Did you hit your head?
I think he did hit his head.
Now let's go to Tiger Cub Chronicles with Mateo, Lex, Owen, and Izzy.
As the emus migrated inland, they crossed over Australian farmers' land, ruining the crops. That is why in 1932, the Australian government declared war on the birds. On their first attack, they brought machine guns and trained soldiers, ready to slaughter about 50 emus. However, the birds split into small groups, making them almost impossible to target. Australia failed at first. They had more tries but failed each time. However, they had another chance to wipe out the birds. After they moved further south, the army spotted 1,000 emus, and this time they were able to wipe out almost all of them. This was a great success for the government. However, with multiple failed attempts, a lot of artillery wasted, and 19,000 of the birds still running around, it seemed like a win for the emus. It was a huge embarrassment for Australia, failing to wipe out some birds that can't even fly. The worst part is, the emu is Australia's national bird. After all of it, the army is not in good shape, the emus are ravaging farms worse than ever, and Australia had just wiped out over 1,000 of their own bird. The end.
Their animations go crazy.
That's really true.
I'm kind of craving cookies right now.
You're always craving stuff, Kaden.
Okay, guys, now let's move on to Halloween cookies with Monty.
Bro, I want cookies right now, but the only thing we get here in Texas is longhorn leg.
Okay, Kian.
We're not in Texas, Kian. Wake up.
I've woken up, unlike you, who could be a life-size Frankenstein.
With Halloween coming up, there are many fun activities to do around town. You can go to many events, including the Halloween Spooktacular, the Halloween Luncheon, and the Giggles and Screams Block Party. Another thing to do on Halloween is the Haunted House on Diamond Street. It'll be sure to make you scream. Next is Michael Myers' house. This is seen in the movie Halloween and is a major tourist attraction during the spooky season and on Halloween. You can also go to the Pumpkin Patch on Mission Street. But last but not least, make sure to have fun. Bye, Tiger Cubs.
Hello there, I'm Max.
And I'm Justin.
And this is Information for the Nation. This week, a Colorado truck driver was killed in a freak train derailment, crushing a semi-truck. This accident has caused the shutdown of Interstate 25 freeway in Colorado. Several coal cars have tossed debris across the whole freeway. Rite Aid is filing for bankruptcy seeking Chapter 11, which will reduce the company's debt. As they start closing underperforming stores, Rite Aid will still fill prescriptions. Rite Aid states that shoppers will still be able to visit and buy from Rite Aid until the Chapter 11 process is over. In Northern California, an earthquake of magnitude 5.0 was recorded on Friday morning. It occurred 7 miles northeast of the town of Bernie. This has been the largest earthquake in North California since 5.2 magnitude 1 on May 11th. No harm has been reported. In some political news, the House of Representatives still lacks a speaker after the vote on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Around 20 Republicans do not support their party's controversial speaker candidate, Jim Jordan, leaving no single nominee with a majority of votes. Some lawmakers have floated the idea of empowering temporary Speaker Patrick McHenry so that the normal functions of the House can continue. A new pro-Russian government has formed after a populist former prime minister who wants to end support for Ukraine has signed an agreement with 2 other party leaders to form a new government. This is going to be a problem with most of the other European countries because they are enemies to Russia. This change is going to be discussed at the next European Summit. The Polish election results could spell the end of extremist rule in the country. The ruling Polish Law and Justice Party is known for its eroding of democratic institutions and people's rights. This could affect the war in Ukraine due to the current government's diplomatic incident with Kiev after the Ukrainian grain imports were banned. In a late-night address on October 19th, President Biden gave a televised speech after returning from Israel on the importance of supplying Ukraine and Israel so that the United States, being a global arsenal of democracy, would not allow tyranny and violence to spread across the planet.
This week is going to be a bit colder than last week, as you can see from Friday, but hotter than usual. We have a high around 299.817 degrees Kelvin and a low around 15.55556 degrees Celsius. We will also be experiencing some cloudy weather, which may stave off some of the heat. Remember, students, intramurals are not going to be happening next week due to parent-teacher conferences.
Hey Tiger Cubs, it's Oz, and we are on our third week of holidays, so let's get right into this. Today, we have National Croc Day, so if you don't have them already, get some Crocs. After that, we have National Elizabeth's Day, so anyone you know with the name Elizabeth, be extra nice to them. This includes Eliza, Lizzie, Ellie, Elle, and Beth. Maybe there's more names, but who actually keeps track of that stuff? Now I know last week we had National Pasta Day, but this week it gets even crazier, because it's now World Pasta Day. Well, Tiger Cubs, looks like it's it for my segment. See you next week.
Welcome to the Crazy Rope Inn. I'm Alex, the sentient healing potion, your server for today. Here at the Crazy Rope Inn, we like to play board games, and tonight's board game is Love Letter by Z-Man Games. Care to join? The way this game works is simple. This game is played in a series of rounds. Whoever wins the most rounds wins the entire game. At the start of each round, everyone begins by drawing one card from their hand, and then somebody, determined however you like, goes first. On your turn, you'll draw one card, then play one card. There are 9 types of cards you can play. Some cards can help you get players out of the round like Guard or Baron, while others can help you find higher value cards like the Prince or the King. And some cards are very high value like the Countess or Princess that you want to keep because at the end of the round, whoever has the highest count card wins. Love Letter is meant to feel short, and is an excellent way to kill time because of its small carrying case and can be played wherever you go. But that's my time. I'm Alex, and this has been the Crazy Rope Inn.
Wow, that's crazy. Literally, bros.
That was cool.
On God.
Well, that's all for today, Tiger Cubs.
As always, we'll end with bloopers and credits.
Deuces. It's Kean, D-O-G, Kiki, signing off. Bros around the room.
See you next time. No, you listen to me.
Cute.
Look depressed.
What happened to Keen today? It's just not Keen's day today.
Hi, Keen.
Yeah, bad grade history.
Okay.
Are you zooming up on Keen?
The first grade, bro. Ready, my crowd.
We're shooting.
Another episode of Miss Sally.
Sure, I mean, you guys saw that last week. Right?
Horses. Spin the wheel again.
Okay, it's rolling.
Where'd Kaden go?
Where'd Keenan go?
Their animations go crazy.
That's so true.
Guys, I'm kind of craving cookies right now.
You're already crazy, Kaden.
Okay.
Do that. Okay, do that one again. Okay.
Do regulars. That answers my question.
We're rolling.
Rolling cookies. Rolling baking. Bro, I'm rolling cookies more than anything. The only thing we get here in Texas is longboard and bread.
Okay, Keen.
We're not in Texas, Keen.
Do that clear. Also, you got to do a gap. If you're talking in between, it's hard to cut. Okay.
See you next time.